This is All of It on WNYC. I'm Allison Stewart. It's time for another edition of Small Stakes, Big Opinions. The subject, French fries. Most restaurants have fries on the menu, but perhaps they have their own take, whether it's curly, cottage, waffle, wedges, double fried, battered, spiced, or even fried in duck fat. So for the next installment of our Small Stakes, Big Opinion series, we're tackling the controversial question, what are the best fries in New York? Listeners, it's your time to weigh in. Our number is 212-433-9692, 212-433-WNYC. What shape of your fry is your favorite? Do you like them skinny or crisp? Do you like a steak fry, a waffle fry? Where can you find the best fries in New York? 212-433-WNYC, 212-433-9692. With me now to help us find an answer to where you can find some great fries is Brian Kim, editorial lead for The Infatuation. It is nice to see you again.
Hi, thanks so much for having me on.
As someone who eats out a lot, how important are good fries?
Okay, so that's a complicated question because good fries are very important, but even just decent fries will do the trick.
Just decent fries, really?
Yeah. Fries are I want to say a high floor food. They can only be so bad. And by so bad, I mean they can only be so not that good, but still pretty good.
Do you have your platonic ideal of a French fry?
Yeah, if I had to say what my ideal fry is, I think I would go with something slightly larger, slightly thicker than McDonald's. Very salty, so salty it could burn a hole in your esophagus. And a nice, deep golden brown. I don't really want a pale fry. I will eat one, but it's not ideal.
Well, the classic combo is martini and fries. It's sometimes called the New York Happy Meal. Why does a martini seem to be the most desired fry partner?
I don't know. I think a martini is a nice, stiff drink, obviously. Super cold. You really need something to wash away that sodium, like I was just saying. Fries are super salty, at least the very best fries are. And that gin or vodka is going to grip onto your mouth and tear that sodium down your throat.
Is there any other combination, any other beverage that you think goes especially well with fries?
I would have to go with Diet Coke on this one.
Diet Coke. You people.
Or regular Coke, if you prefer.
They're very different, by the way.
Yeah.
So why Diet Coke? Just because of the acidity, the
nice and crisp, you know. You can just you can drink Diet Coke for days. Sometimes I'll go through like 4 glasses of Diet Coke in one sitting. I don't recommend it. You probably shouldn't do that, but I do.
There are so many different ways you can turn a potato into a fry. It can be wedge, it can be shoestring, it can be waffle. How do you think this contributes to the debate over fries, that it can be served in so many ways?
Yeah, you know, I don't think there's any one wrong way to serve a fry. The thing about fries is everybody likes their fry a little bit different. If you love waffle fries, great. If you love curly fries, wonderful. I love both of those things, but I'll usually take a classic fry over those, or a cottage fry.
We've got calls already. Best fries in New York City, the sweet potato fries from the family-owned Mansion Diner on York Avenue, 86th Street in Manhattan. The sweet potato fries are long, thick, deeply ridged, crispy on the outside, and lusciously soft on the inside.
Ooh, soft on the inside. That's important.
Best fries, hands down, Cubby's on 10th Avenue in Hell's Kitchen. Standard fries and the most delicious sweet potato fries. Where do you stand on sweet potatoes? That's the second mention of sweet potato fries.
Oh my gosh. There was a period in my life when I would only eat sweet potato fries, but I haven't had one in, I would say, maybe 5 years. They're getting less and less common. I feel like they used to be more common, and now you don't see them as much.
Let's talk to Judy, who's calling from New Rochelle. Hey, Judy. Thanks for calling All of It.
Hi. Our favorite fries are in a restaurant in Irvington, New York. The restaurant is called M.P. Taverna, standing for Michael Salakis, and he makes twice fried smashed potato fries. And they're fries that I just dream about. They're the absolute best.
Thank you for calling in. Let's talk to Mark in Borum Hill. Hey, Mark, thanks for calling All of It. What is your French fry of choice?
It's my treat. I'm a fan of both of yours. I think the fries at Le Roc and Frenchette are the best in the city for dipping into mayonnaise. But if I want to smother them in au poivre with a steak, I like Lafayette's fries best.
Ooh, tell us why.
They're a bit peppery, and they're nice and thin, So you can kind of get a bunch on the fork, and you don't have too much of the sort of plain potato taste. You have more surface area, more pepper, more salt, more sauce, better bite.
Thank you for calling in. Surface area, that is something to consider when you're considering what kind of fries you like.
Surface area, yeah, that's an interesting one. So going back to Le Roc, actually, is what I was thinking about when I was thinking about my ideal fries.
You know, most people eat them with ketchup. I personally like pommes frites down in McDougal. They have like 30 plus sauces you can pick from. What is the role of sauce when you were considering the fries?
Sauce didn't factor into it. We wanted the fries to be able to stand on their own. But if you want to know what I like to dip my fries in, it would probably be mayo or aioli, or maybe some Dijon in there too. Like mix the aioli and the mayo with the Dijon. You have a Dijonnaise.
When you're in New England, it's salt. You have to do salt and vinegar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's really big. We are talking about the best fries in New York City. It's another edition of our Small Stakes Big Opinion series. We're tackling this huge issue with Brian Kim, editorial lead of The Infatuation. Where can you get the best fries in New York? Give us a call, 212-433-WNYC, 212-433-9692. Shout out where your favorite fries are in New York. Let's get to your list, Brian. Lovely's Old Fashioned at 642 9th Avenue. Can you describe this place for us?
Lovely's Old Fashioned is about a 10-seat old-school burger counter. It looks like it's from the 1950s. It opened a couple of years ago, and they serve something called Sidewinder fries. As far as I know, they're the only place in New York City serving those. That is probably not correct. It's the only place where I have found them, though, Sidewinder fries.
So what's a Sidewinder fry?
A Sidewinder fry looks kind of like a mangled Nike swoosh or like a bird's talon, a really big bird. It's curved and a little twisty, and they were... Actually, I think they were introduced in 2013 by this company called J.R. Simplot. So they are a relatively new type of fry.
Deep frying. Let's talk about it. And Raoul's. Raoul's is known for a special deep fry technique. What did they do?
Oh, gosh. I was at Raoul's 3 nights ago, but I am not really a scholar of Raoul's fries. I know they're delicious. I think they're duck fat, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what does that do to the fry? I love their fries.
What does it do? I think it just gives them this extra savory quality, a little je ne sais quoi. All I can tell you is that they are delicious. I did confirm this a few nights ago.
He's on the job. He's doing the reporting. Let's talk about this. This text says, Nathan's of Coney Island because they are unique, not reproducible, and only available at the Coney Island hot dog stand. The others from Nathan's franchises and the frozen ones don't cut it. That's important. Hi, I'm Jennifer from Astoria. My favorite is pommes frites. Yes! Frites has over 15 dips to choose from. They have more than that. That's on McDougal Street. And this says, my favorite fries are at Houseman's in Hudson Square. They're the platonic fry deal. Fry deal, get it? Oh. Crispy and fluffy, tipped with potato skins, rich golden brown, and potato-y flavored. Their burger is also low-key among the best in the city. And this says, a lesser-known combination, but common in Australia, potato wedges with sour cream and sweet chili sauce. Yum. The Bluestone Lane franchise has them.
Oh, I didn't know that. I've been to Bluestone.
Yeah. My question is, some of these places that we've mentioned, or are mentioned, the fries can be up to $15. Mm-hmm. Should someone be paying that for fries?
It really depends on how bad you'll want those fries. Have I paid $15 for fries? Yes. Have I been? Was I happy about it? Absolutely not. But the thing about fries is they are delicious. You are hardly ever going to be disappointed with them. Yeah.
Let's talk about the Long Island Bar in Cobble Hill at 110 Atlantic Avenue. They've got sort of a battered fry.
Which bar is this?
Is this the Long Island Bar?
Oh, Long Island Bar. Yeah, that's a classic.
So what does that entail?
I'm actually not quite sure how Long Island Bar serves their fries. Yeah, I don't know how the battering process works. A couple of places do that, though. Yeah, and typically when they do that, it means it's not gluten-free.
Oh, that's important to know. We are talking about where you can get the best fries in New York. It's our Small Stakes Big Opinion series. Brian Kim is the editorial lead of The Infatuation. We want to hear from you. Where can you get the best fries in New York? What makes them so good? Give a shout out to your favorite fries in New York. The number is 212-433-WNYC, 212-433-9692. After the break, we'll talk about a Sheepshead Bay institution. You're listening to All of It on WNYC. I'm Allison Stewart. For our next installment of our Small Stakes Big Opinion series, we're tackling the controversial question, where can you get the best French fries in New York? My guest is Brian Kim, editorial lead from The Infatuation. We're also hearing from you. Where do you get the best fries? What makes them so good? What shape of fry is your favorite? Our number is 212-433-WNYC, 212-433-9692. Brian, you see a lot of menus with loaded fries, like at a sports bar. They have all kinds of toppings on the top. At what point does it become something different than just a French fry?
So for our best French fries guide, we actually didn't include any of these loaded fries like poutine or like chili cheese fries. They're still fries, but what we wanted to talk about was the fries themselves. The fanciest, I want to say, our fries get on this guide are the fries at Zab Zab on the Lower East Side at Essex Market.
Ooh.
Or actually, Zab Burger is what it's called. And it's this Thai smash burger place where the fries have macroot lime, chili, and toasted rice powder, I think.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's kind of exciting. McDonald's, famous for their fries. You know what they taste like. You know when you go by McDonald's, you can smell them. How much are restaurants in pursuit of the McDonald's fries? Or have we just moved on as a society?
No. I don't think we've moved on. I don't think we're ever going to move on. I think so many people grew up eating McDonald's fries, and that's what they're going to be seeking for the rest of their lives. I am one of those people, and I think a lot of my colleagues are too. The highest compliment you can give to a fry is often McDonald's-esque, and that's what people are looking for. Something thin, not too thin, and really salty and crisp.
Let's talk to Tina calling in from Manhattan. Hey, Tina, thank you for taking the time to call All of It. We want to hear your Small Stakes Big Opinions.
Thanks, Allison. I'm surprised not to have heard about truffle fries from you guys yet. And the most amazing truffle fries with this awesome sauce. I don't know what they put in it. I think it is aioli adjacent. Are at the Wolf on Amsterdam Avenue in the 80s. And then there's my neighborhood spot in Harlem called The Edge. It's on Edgecombe Avenue. And they have, I think your guests would love these because they're super brown and crispy on the outside and super salty. And I think they're double fried or maybe even triple fried. I'm not sure how they do it, but they're always super crispy and salty.
Thank you for your recommendation. What is your take on truffle fries?
I am generally pro truffle fry. I will hardly ever order them because I'm eating with other people and they can be divisive. And also your mouth is going to smell like truffle for the rest of the day.
Let's talk to Nate from Williamsburg. Hey, Nate, thanks for calling All of It.
Hey, how's it going?
Going okay?
So I own a bar in Williamsburg called Mr. Mello, M-E-L-O, and we're famous for our drunk Greek fries. So these are French fries that are tossed with cheddar cheese and feta cheese, and then topped with tzatziki and smoked paprika.
Ooh, that's really great. Was that a recipe from your family or is it just something y'all made up?
So it's actually, my business partner is originally from Phoenix, Arizona, and he would go to a Greek diner out there that made a version of them. And so we kind of gave it our own little twist and did our version of it. And while we're on the topic of French fries, can I throw one more thing in there?
Sure, go for it.
We also participate in something called the New York City Happy Meal. So we serve, which is basically, if you don't know, it's French fries served with a martini.
Oh, yes.
And we offer that at Mr. Mello as well. So we offer just a basket of regular French fries and one of our feta brine gin martinis for $20.
Wow, that's a good deal. Thanks for calling in, Nate. This says, if it hasn't already been said, Cafe Zafri has the best fries, so well seasoned, fluffy, and huge.
Ooh.
This says, for those who refuse or cannot pay $15, Five Guys. This one says, one of my faves is Walnut Douai in the West Village that serves 30 kinds of Belgian beer, and the only food as fries. We haven't really talked about beers and fries. How do you feel about that?
Oh, yeah. Natural pairing. Of course, beer and fries.
This one says, Minetta Tavern, thin, crispy, salty fries, just perfect. I believe that is on your list.
Minetta Tavern is on my list, and it's probably in my top 5 fries in New York City, even though I probably couldn't be able to tell the difference between Minetta Tavern fries and Balthazar fries. They're both delicious.
Well, it's both Keith McNally, right?
Yeah.
They both have that in common. But you also have Odeon and Tribeca on the list, and it says that they're sort of similar to Minetta Tavern. How are the ideas of fries important to Odeon? To Odeon being like a Tribeca staple?
The first thing I think of when I think of the Odeon is a martini. The second thing is the fries. The third is the burger. I love the fries at the Odeon. I love the fries at all the sister restaurants too, like Cafe Cluny. I believe they're sister restaurants. And also Keith McNally was a founder of the Odeon. So it's no surprise that the Odeon fries are delicious because, Balthazar and Minetta also have delicious fries.
Let's talk to Debbie, who is calling in. Hey, Debbie, thanks for calling in. Tell us your favorite fry.
Yeah, hi. Thanks for taking my call. My favorite fry is definitely All-American in Massapequa.
Oh, I've been there. I love that place, the drive-through.
Yeah, well, it's a drive-through. You can get out and wait, and it's always packed. It's been there for like 50 years, I think. And, they use giant bags of Idaho potatoes. They're salty, they're big, and there's a little bit of sweetness in them, so they're special.
Thank you so much for calling. This text says, I am the former beverage director for Le Roc, which just got a shout out for best fries, and I have to agree they are among the best in New York City. I wanted to add that part of the reason why the martini fries combo works so beautifully is because of that high-low nature of the pairing.
Absolutely. Also, fries are a great chaser.
Let's talk to Lindsay calling in from Rye. Hey, Lindsay, thanks for calling all of it. What's your favorite fry?
I have to give a shout out to the shoestring fries at Ruby's Oyster Bar and Bistro in Rye, New York. They're perfect. They keep the regular skin on them and they come out crispy. Big or small, but they're just delicious. And the sauce they come with is excellent.
Thank you so much for calling in. Let's talk to Robin calling in from Long Island City. Hey, Robin, thanks for calling all of it.
Thank you. Oscars, you've heard of Oscars on Hudson in the West Village? Small place, wonderful food, fish, meat. It's a French place. And they have the best fries, as somebody mentioned, with the skin on. If it doesn't have the outside skin on, they aren't real fries. And they're fairly big fries, and they're really crisp on the outside and soft on the inside.
I do like to have a subset of small steaks, big opinions. Should fries have the skin on?
Should fries have the skin on? I like a skin on fry. But most of the time, I think I prefer skin off. And I have been to Oscars. I didn't know they had great fries.
Well, there you go. Let's talk about an Upper East Side institution, J.G. Mellon on 3rd Avenue. They make cottage fries. What's your definition of a cottage fry?
A cottage fry is sort of thumbprint shaped and ridged. It looks like a coin, but with ridges. And a couple of places serve them, famously J.G. Mellon.
And you like that shape, or do you like them tall and skinny? Just you personally. I know there was a lot of people involved in this, but...
Just me personally, I love the fries at J.G. Mellon, but I can't tell if that's because I love J.G. Mellon. You know what I mean? But they are objectively good. Are they my favorite fries in the city? Probably not. Will I order them every single time I go to J.G. Mellon? Of course.
This says GMT Tavern on LaGuardia Place. Thin, crispy, salty, perfect with a pint of Guinness. I like that we're getting beverages with this too. People are like way into this. Let's talk about The Fly in Bed-Stuy on Classen Avenue. The fries are tossed in the same spices that they toss the rotisserie chickens with. How do you feel about spice and the fry?
At the Fly, the spice is not overwhelming. It's you can definitely taste it, but it's kind of subtle. I'm pro spice. If you want to spice your fries, absolutely go for it.
Let's talk to Alex from Park Slope. Hey, Alex, thanks for calling all of it.
Hi, I just wanted to highlight this local classic here. Stone Park is the restaurant, and they serve a steak frite that is consistent, crispy, and just amazing.
Thank you so much for calling. You know, they've been talk about like the third wave of food, like the third wave of coffee. Where do you think fries fit into that? Are we in the midst of a French fry revolution in New York right now? Should we stick with the old school? What do you think?
No, I don't really think there are waves when it comes to fries. We still love the old school fries like Balthazar, like Minetta Tavern, like J.G. Mellon.
Somebody has put in, said that Old Town has the best fries, speaking of older establishments. Are there any fries that I've missed that are important?
Oh my gosh, I think we covered the main ones. We almost talked about Roland Roaster in Sheepshead Bay.
Oh
is
yeah,
another,
I did. Yeah, you tell me about that, yes.
Another cottage fry place. Pretty indistinguishable from the cottage fries at J.G. Mellon. They might even get them from the same supplier. But the thing about Roland Roaster is at a Roland Roaster, you can get them covered in this plasticky cheese sauce, and it is delicious.
I heard they spell cheese with a Z.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And this says, finally, Katz's has great fries. I did not know that.
I do get the fries when I go to Katz's, it's true.
This says Cafe Riazor on West 16th Street in Manhattan, rated best by the Daily News critic. It is still true. Any final thoughts on fries?
No, just go out there, eat some fries. Even if they're not that great, they're probably still pretty good.
Brian Kim is the editorial lead of The Infatuation. He helped us out with our small steak, big opinions on French fries. Thanks for coming in. Coming up on the show tomorrow, the Broadway musical The Lost Boys is up for 12 Tony Awards. We'll talk to two of the stars about their roles and the show's director and scenic designer about creating that spectacular set. I'm Allison Stewart. I appreciate you listening, and I appreciate you. I'll meet you back here next time.